Hi, my name's Johnny Murillo.
And my name is Alberto Portillo.
And we're with Chicano Hollywood. Right now, you're tuning in to JR and the crew, and we want to let you know that there's a lot going on. What are they going to hear today?
We're going to talk about Chicano voices, a Chicano platform, and if you're a Chicano creator, we got some great opportunities for you.
So tune in right now and let other people know, hey, they're going to talk about you and talk about some cool stuff. If you're a Chicano creator, you need to tune in right now on JR and the crew.
Para Jesucristo.
Damn, we got
that.
Go, come on, Albert, come on, ready to go. Here we go.
I'm your hype woman. Go.
Empezó español, tomó control. Es evidente el futuro presidente. Gloria a Jesús.
What the heck?
Oh my God.
Pass la luz. Turn on the luz.
He produces. He edits.
Spoken word.
He films.
Wow.
I mean, now he raps.
Dang.
I'm impressed.
I'm officially a rapper after today. Thank you guys. I made it, mama. I'm on JR and the crew.
We launched his career.
Abuelita, I made it.
We should put like a little awards we give people.
That's a good one.
A little mazapan or something.
You know, what do you call those, like a little sticker award?
Well, be careful, dude. You have a paddle back there.
Oh.
She might hit you.
That's not good.
We don't want you to.
That's later.
But no, let's talk a little bit more about your story too, because even meeting with Alberto, man, this guy is very talented and stuff, and it's amazing how you guys both came together because you, man, I mean, with the people, just real brief, if you could share the people you work with and where you've come from, man.
Yeah. So I'm born in Los Angeles, born in East LA, but I grew up in the 818 Sun Valley. Then I went to. Funny story, my older brother married or got engaged to a white woman who had a better address than we had, so we used her address.
Really?
Gotta love them people that live in the better
Is
neighborhoods.
that a thing? Is that a thing that people do?
Oh, I guess. I mean, that's what we did. That's how we moved on up.
I heard your credit goes up too.
Everything goes up. We were all happy that my brother married a white woman. But, so I went
Co-signers. Everybody has co-signers.
Yeah, I went to a better middle school, so I think that played a role. In helping. I won my first art award at that middle school, and it made me realize, okay, maybe I could do something out of this. And I was getting caught up in my middle school years. I mean, yes, middle school years. My dad wasn't around, tough family situation. High school came around, things got even worse, and I hit kind of like a rock bottom early. And that's where I found faith, started going to church, realized I needed to get out of the situation I was in because too many bad influences.
Right, your environment wasn't too good.
It was just horrible.
Did you bring yourself to church, or was there somebody?
It was
that
my
like,
best friend.
Okay.
I know, I'll talk fast because I know you're a correctional officer.
5 more minutes.
Yes. That felt like the Twilight Zone. But my best homie was getting caught up. My best homie was getting caught up with drugs. Started doing crystal meth. Started doing coke. Started smoking weed. Like a bunch of stuff. And then I started getting caught up with him. So then I was like, I have to separate myself from him. And then I discontinued communication with him. And then like 3-4 weeks passed, and I didn't know what happened to him. And then he's like, hey, dude, I started going to church. I stopped doing all that. And then I started going to church with him. And that's how I formed a new community there that changed my life. Absolutely changed my life.
Nice.
And looking back on it now, that was a huge pivot in my story. But long story short, I go to San Jose. I go to church up there. That's where I meet the churches that were up there that connected me with Johnny. I was there for about 5 years, and I went to Bible college. I went to regular college, and then I got married, and then moved back.
Well, going into college and stuff, you didn't want to be a pastor?
Well, I did initially. After that whole high school thing, and I moved to San Jose. We were doing outreach and we were doing ministry, and I realized that it's all about people.
Yeah.
If you don't love people, it's like God's not moving through you. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you hate people and you're closed off is when you've shut yourself off.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I love about Johnny. Johnny has a huge heart for people. You know what I'm saying? And however big we get, I know that Johnny's heart is Johnny's heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's what definitely has bonded us together. Yeah. But I came back, and I'll tell you a quick funny story. So I came back. I didn't have a job. I was newly married. came back, moved to LA, moved to Uptown Whittier, and my cousin got me a job being an installer for DirecTV. And I was horrible at it. I was literally...
You look at the wires like, oh, gosh.
The crawl spaces. You ever been in those crawl spaces?
Oh, man.
It's like a
all
maze.
the rats and
spiders, black widows.
And, oh, no.
Yeah, I had some horrible stories. But I was a few days from getting fired, but I actually ended up meeting some guy that worked at the broadcast facility at DirecTV, which was their main broadcast headquarters, like, globally. And it's in Culver City. And he ended up getting me a job at the broadcast facility where my job was to watch TV 40 hours a week. And I was watching TV 40 hours a week. I was the guy that hit that button that said, we're having technical difficulties. And, it would go over all the TV. Like 99% of the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the channels don't go down. So 40 hours a week, I was watching movies. And I was watching every
You
new
got
pay-per-view
paid to do that?
It
Wow.
was dope. And I did it for 4 years. And I would take screenwriting classes at night. We would connect and we would produce little short films, whenever we could. And then I read Robert Rodriguez, Rebel Without a Crew.
Yeah.
And he talks about you got to invest in yourself. And
Right.
DirecTV was giving me a 401k. I was like, I don't need a 401k right now. I dumped my 401k and I got a camera, I got a laptop, I got software. And we were just producing stuff over the weekends. Long story short, I did that for 4 years and I had an opportunity to meet this pop group called LMFAO to pitch them this idea that I wanted to do. Had to drive out to Vegas, take the day off of DirecTV.
From watching
Watching
movies.
Yeah.
Wow,
Damn it,
that's such a hard life.
And I go to Vegas, meet this guy, Redfield of LMFAO. I pitch him my idea. He loves it. And then he's like, hey, I'm condensing a lot. But he's like, hey, I'm going on my next leg of the world tour with LMFAO. Do you want to go on tour with? And I'm like, what? Like, where are you going?
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. And he goes, we're leaving Tuesday to like Tel Aviv, Israel, Turkey, Romania. And it was just like,
dang.
The whole thing was just an overnight, change of my life, another pivot.
Right.
And when I started going on tour with him, I formed a great relationship with Red Foo, Stephen Kendall Gordy of LMFAO. He asked me to start producing stuff, and then that became my professional, like, I'm doing this full time.
Because then that's why I feel like I met you because you were doing a movie and they were in it or something, right? You were doing a movie.
So I got him to come in it, and that was Tattooed Love.
Tattooed Love, yeah. That's when I met you. That's when
that's where we met.
That's where I met you,
Yeah,
man.
so that's where I learned how to produce. And then we would produce faith-based, like, short films and content that was a little bit more meaningful. But you imagine the contrast of, like, LMFAO, party rock.
Yeah, how do you...
What's crazy is these guys came from church, about to be pastors, and now they're in Hollywood directing and editing.
Oh, I remember when we were at the Excess Club in Vegas.
Oh, Vegas, yeah.
You're talking 6 months before I'm behind a pulpit, and then 6 months later, here we are at a Red Poo event at that concert at 4 in the morning.
Residency,
and it was crazy. And I'm like, what am I doing here? It was crazy. But
it was like that internal struggle, right?
Yeah,
am I supposed to be here? Should I go? Should I leave?
Yeah, I was like, this is weird. But I always tell people, so we were there. I remember the night, a couple hours. He was on at 1. So a couple hours before that, Joey Martinez, Albert, and I, we're there in the hotel room, right? And we're just like praying with each other, like, oh, this is what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be here.
Yeah, no,
so
we were always
did it.
supporting each other, which is so important, man. You need brothers. You need brothers and sisters, and you need people you need a community.
Yeah.
I think it's all about community.
No, because Hollywood's hard.
Oh,
people don't understand. If you don't have
it'll destroy. It's destroying people.
It will
Literally,
take you.
It's destroying people right now.
Yeah.
Like as we speak,
No, it is.
it's a monster.
That is why I don't get into Hollywood.
You are in Hollywood. You are in Chicano Hollywood. You can't get out of it. You're in it.
I'm just a single mom on welfare trying to make a living. That's it. That's it.
On an EBT card.
Oh, you got some for sale? I'm looking.
After
I'm
the recording.
No, but that's so cool, man. I mean, it's just I love the fact that because you guys have literally stepped out by faith.
Yeah,
because you feel this is the calling that God has you, and some people don't understand that. I mean, the churches don't understand that because, like you said, like that's the
Frowned
devil.
upon.
That's not. You know,
That's
you're going to
secular
sin.
world.
You're going to sin.
Yeah.
Secular.
They're going to sin, but what they don't understand. I tell this to a lot of pastors is they want to reach the world, the drug addicts, the prostitutes, all these people. I go, but that's in Hollywood, so we could still do that. Yeah. I don't necessarily have to go to the street. I could literally just go on set. And sorry, Hollywood. I'm so sorry. But it's the truth. You know what I mean? And that's like, and then they understand, like, oh, dang, I go, so there's levels of everything.
Yeah.
It's just where God's gonna
You're meeting the people where they're at, basically.
Yeah.
You know, before we used to do that when we were kids. We'd go out to the streets. We'd go out to like Whittier Boulevard. We'd go to Hollywood. You know, and we'd have our Bibles and we'd have flyers.
Yep.
You know, and really, when you think about it, we weren't meeting them where they're at. Yeah, they're hanging out, but we weren't like part of their life.
Yeah, that's
and what you guys are doing right now, you like are you know, just consumed with other people's lives, and you're able to touch them by just not preaching the gospel, but showing them a right way
and building them.
and not only that, sharing your story, right?
Because you're still because now you're I can say you guys' pulpit is the movies, is the videos. That's your pulpit.
Yeah. I did
not
know
this
that.
is our pulpit.
You
know
what we do.
Yeah, and you know, Jesus was a storyteller, right? Parables of sowing and reaping, and so many different stories. I think if Jesus was alive today, I think he would be a masterful filmmaker.
Yeah, really.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a movie.
Like he would just bring these principles to life, right?
Yeah.
These stories that just
That's right. He told
iconic.
parables. Everything he spoke in parables.
And even the stories in there. I mean, you're talking horror too. Think about the demon-possessed man that went into the pigs and they all went out. That's a horrible story. It's a horror story. So I mean, think of how he would do it nowadays. You know, it would be
with
crazy.
the effects and everything.
Oh my gosh, it would be awesome.
The pig looking at you.
So, that's scary. Demon-possessed animals.
Oh, that is a cool story.
That's from real horror.
Oh, I mean, you go to Matthew 28, where it talks about where he died on the cross, and then it says that the godly dead rose up. So then you had all these zombies all over the place, all over Jerusalem walking around, because for 40 days they walked around Jerusalem and they were dead. So you're talking the righteous rose up and there were a bunch of zombies walking around. Think about that. So people are freaking out right now. They were talking about it.
Get saved right now again.
Talk about La Llorona, right?
Hey, I'm just here twiddling my thumbs. God,
no, but this is good information because you know what? That's how things are birthed, you know, and that's the great thing about Chicano Hollywood. So let's get into it. I mean, how did Chicano Hollywood come about? I mean, because I still like one time I was wearing Chicano Hollywood's, you know, no, not yet, dude. It's too early.
He told you.
I don't want to make the segment too short.
No, because it's already 12 minutes, and we want to we're not going to stick him for a minute to tell us where Chicano.
Thank you, Jimmy. You're a good guy.
Okay, really quick, right now, you got
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
No.
Chicano Hollywood. No, real quick. Okay, then fine. We'll get to that. But Bethania.
I want to hear. Yeah, we want to hear from her.
Yeah, Bethania.
Because she's a second
I know you're
generation.
from Russia.
But
Bethania.
Now I'm stuck with just a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, now you're stuck with a minute.
No, you would not do her like that either.
No. I just want to know real quick.
Go ahead.
How old and what did you think about this journey, real quick?
Whoa.
Okay. How old am I now?
No, how old were you? And then what was your thing?
Okay, so when we lost our house and closed the church, I was 9 or 10. So I essentially had a front row seat to the biggest faith journey I could ever imagine. And so I was in acting, and I didn't love acting, but I fell in love with film for myself.
Okay.
And so throughout this whole time, I was loving film for myself, loving God for myself, and creating this whole separate thing. At the same time, really knowing, okay, this is going to be my boss, and I love that we can do this together, and I love that this is our ministry now, and this is something that is pushing me like crazy, but is something that I can say I'm not being dragged along with it. I'm begging him, can I come with you today? Can I go to this meeting? Can I learn? And can I ask these questions? Because this is just all I've ever wanted to do.
And last year she graduated with a bachelor's degree in film from Azusa Pacific. So
nice.
Very proud of that. Very proud.
Very nice.
See, she begged her dad to come here today, and with that, we'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? This is Momo from JR and the crew. Just want to remind you, if you ever have an accident, if maybe you trip and fall at the supermarket, maybe you're going through a divorce, or perhaps you get your kids taken away and you need somebody to fight for you, call our girl, Black Widow Investigations. She's going to help you out. Her and her team, super solid. You know where to find them. Check it out right here. You got it. We got it. She's got it. Make it happen.
All right, we're back, guys, and I have Monica just staring at me, and she's eating pizza, stuff in her face and stuff.
He put it out there to the
Oh,
world.
I'm putting it out there, dude. She's saying I need Jesus during the commercial break and stuff.
Hey guys, we're back. We're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Look at it.
We're back.
But I mean, okay, we're not in the break. People were saying, I mean, we were talking about, are we being too preachy? No, we're not, because at the end of the day, your story, your testimony, that's who you are, and people need to hear that, because everybody at one point are always in a direction, but when God has a plan for you, He will detour you into that direction, even though it might be a long
and painful
detour because you're making the wrong decisions, but you'll get there.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get there and stuff. But I love the fact that I got to meet Albert, and and stuff through the process with Johnny and stuff, because it's been a really good venture so far. And
Hey
then,
June, can we hear his daughter's side of when he was starting and how kind of she felt and
she
stuff
did
like
talk
that?
about it at the end. She
A little
said
bit
she
That was
more.
it, though?
Give
I got
her
a
more
lot
than
of
You
30
only
seconds.
you only gave her 45 seconds, so
Dang,
can we
I
give her a
thought it
little
was
bit more?
enough.
Nah,
Not
you got the story.
He's
No, I
so
mean,
rude right
No,
now.
you know what? She came in here like she wanted to talk, so now all of a sudden she wants to talk.
So
No, I love this girl because you know why? Every time I see you when we go on set and stuff to do stuff for Chicano Hollywood, I see you in action, and it's great because I wish my daughters would help me. They don't help me. They want nothing to do with what I do, and stuff. But to see you do that for your dad is amazing, you know. And you were really good at it. I told you the other day, right, when we were filming the last thing with you, you brought me in.
The music video stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stuff, the
Video
DJ,
jockeys, video jockeys, yeah.
I told your dad, I said, dude, your daughter's really good. I go, look at her. And we were looking, we were just watching you, and you're just directing everything, boom, doing everything. And it was like, wow, you know, she's really passionate. And not just I know, I'm sorry I'm rambling on, but not just behind the camera, because I did a little thing with you in front of the camera, because you're really good. You know, I believe God will put you in the front of the camera soon. I know you're shy right now, but you will, Bethania, get in front of the camera. But real quick, so what is your role with your dad, and
Yes.
what is it that you want to do, and how do you really complement each other?
Oh yeah. So right now my role generally is whatever falls off of his plate, I gladly take, and I try to alleviate a lot of stuff that kind of comes our way. But right now, recently, we're transitioning into a separate lane of music. So we have Chicano Hollywood Musica, which is a separate Instagram account. Please go follow it. But what we wanted to do was artists started sending us their music videos. They saw that we were promoting people, and they wanted that kind of same promotion. And so what we realized was that they need their own lane, they need their own platform, and these independent
Right.
artists, not only artists, but producers, music video directors, there's just no outlet for them right now, not where they can be taken seriously.
Right.
And so it started out where my dad wanted to do kind of like how MTV started with video jockeys and music
Right.
videos, and bring that back, because that's not really being replicated right now, and doing that with the Chicano voice would be something really special. So we just shot that. JR is one of our video jockeys.
Video jockey right
Yes.
there.
I got the script.
Yes.
I got the script literally the
Go
day
ahead,
of.
go ahead, say it.
he's 1 year what? I quit.
Video jockey. He's like a
I'm
Chicano
gone.
Daisy Fuentes.
Carson Daly,
I'm
buddy.
gone.
Daisy
Carson
Fuentes.
Daly.
Daisy
no.
Fuentes.
All right, she's pretty.
Here's
you
the
know,
thing.
she's pretty.
I knew if I sent it any earlier, you weren't going to memorize it.
She knows you.
Oh,
Okay,
totally.
okay.
She absolutely knows
She
you.
did say that.
Yeah. But that's what we're doing now, is we want to highlight and promote Chicano artists, Chicano music. So when I was in college, it was all just a bunch of kids like making music videos for artists they would hit up on Instagram. And what I want is for that to not be looked at as like humble beginnings or like being embarrassed, but like that's art.
Right,
Like,
right, it is.
I want to show that. I want to promote that. I want to show every phase of it. And so I have about like 6 different shows that I want to do under Chicano Hollywood Musica, but essentially just letting that be its own separate lane. And there's just so much potential there. So I'm excited.
Wow.
Yeah, you can build on that because you're right.
Genius.
People are not getting the exposure.
Yeah,
No.
Especially us as the Chicano community, Latin community.
Oh,
whatever.
especially us.
Yes.
I mean, there's some great people out there, but the Chicano artists are really, they're struggling. I mean, they're
Right.
talented, but they'll tell me, they'll send me DMs, hey, can you shout this out? It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube. YouTube's a big black hole right now. You throw anything on there, it's like throwing
Or they'll
space, you know. But
freaking ban you. like
yeah,
me.
so then they ban you, right?
Yeah.
Ban vulgar language over here.
Yeah.
So we just want to
got
build
tagged.
that platform so that we just build it underneath them, and they can get that exposure they deserve. You know, so
Right.
that's the plan with Musica. It's going really good. We have one show out already called Chicano 2.0 with Jessica
Yes.
Flores. So we
I've seen that
interviewed
one, yes,
9
nice.
artists already, and that came out excellent. And then now we got the video jockeys, Chicano Musica, and we got a few others we're going to do. So
And what's
So-
cool? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I'll go
Hey,
ahead.
Roxanne.
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I just want to say that
Sidebuster over here.
right here. I just want to say I told you the other day, man. It's been like almost 7 years when I met Johnny, and everything that he is talking about, we've talked about it at a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it didn't even. I mean, it was like, this is what I want to do. And you know what, John, bro, I just want to say I'm proud of you, brother. And I've seen you grind from the bottom, bro. And I've been like just hearing you. You know, when we had those coffee breaks, eating those cheese danishes right there, and talking about your vision. Man, I'm so proud of you, bro. Like I told, right, June?
Yeah,
Did I
you-
tell him
you told
yesterday?
me,
I
yeah.
said, man, I'm so proud of this
I
guy,
take
man.
it, and I thank you. It's all of us, though. It's not
Man,
just me,
bro,
believe me,
like
all of
it's
us.
crazy, dude. Everything that you're doing, your daughter's involved. All these, bro. Seriously, I'm so proud of you. Don't forget about me.
won't.
I'm not that.
You're gonna
I'm
be my
not that
driver, so
expensive.
no.
You're a driver.
I'm not that expensive. I could leave Junior. I haven't signed a contract with him. I just want to say that.
But no, thank you, brother. But honestly, I always tell people, Chicano Hollywood is all of us. It's not just me. Obviously, this is something that God's dropped in my heart to start developing, right? And it's not a church, it's not a ministry. It's building our community up, and that's
Right.
part of what God wants to do. But I'm surrounded by experts. Alberto here, he blew up Me Too. He blew up Pero Like. He blew up BuzzFeed. This sucker has over 1 billion views on with his work. Over
oh my
a
God.
billion. What kind of Latino out there could say that?
Can we just
Nobody.
get a fraction
Nobody.
of that? Like, can we,
Yeah, seriously,
can we
right?
get like an eighth of that? Or
Joey
16th of
Martinez
that?
is another one. Right now he's the head of Pedal Like, right? He's another guy we started all
Nice.
together, right?
Yeah.
So
Great.
now he's the top. When we sat at that little lunch meeting in Burbank 14 years ago, we were like, okay, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? And now I see where these suckers have gone. They have exploded. And then we have everyone else. You got Jeff Reyes, Echoes World. You have Joe Chacon, Stuntman. You have Gio Perez. You have the Ortega brothers. All the talent that we have. You have Diana Molay. You have Concrete. You have all the talent that we have that is just there. Actors, producers, directors. That's Chicano Hollywood, and all we
That's awesome.
all collectively needed was just a place to build. You got JR. He can produce a movie,
Right.
a podcast. He can act. I don't know if you ever saw Crave. When I saw Crave, I'm like, that sucker can act. I mean, I was like, that was really good,
He did grow up acting, though, in the plays.
Yeah. Act like a church boy in a rebel familia at the same time.
Acting like a church boy, exactly.
Whatever. I sent her the link, Monica. She's like, I'm watching your stupid movie. And I was like, wow, thanks.
Wow, Monica, that stupid movie.
It's okay,
we
because I think
sweated
I said I
hard.
watched it.
Yeah,
No, but that's amazing that you did this and stuff, because I want to get into the app and stuff and how you created Chicano Hollywood. But real quick, because he did. Oh, you have there's something?
Yeah, no, before we move on, so you were talking about this new platform that you have for artists. So if an artist is watching and they want to
Yes.
submit their videos, their content,
good.
like how do they go about
good.
that? And is there a fee?
Well, no, right now it's really just about highlighting and like gathering music videos that are already produced. So if you are an artist and you have a produced music video already, send it to us. You could DM us on the Chicano Hollywood Musica
IG.
Instagram or email us at ChicanoHollywoodMusica@gmail. But send us your stuff just because we want to have this long, like think about
library,
so when,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when
Yeah.
MTV
Catalog.
started, it
Oh.
was like it was cable, so it was always on. So we
Right.
want to have these
Yes.
long episodes of just music videos. That's what I always do.
I
I
love
just watch
that.
music videos all the time,
Uh-huh.
and they'll have artist interviews and stuff like that. So honestly, we're at a point right now where we just want to help. We want to promote. We want to highlight. So just contact us, and we will get you involved in some form or another.
And she's designing Musica to be just like that. 2 hours of music videos with the video jockeys dropping in. But the video jockeys, what we want to let artists know too is that we want them to announce your summer tour coming up
Yes.
or any big events coming up.
So send in
that's
information.
where we're
Yes.
promoting. And for indie artists, it's always going to be free. We're always going to try to build up our community.
Absolutely.
But if some big label, come on, I mean,
Yo, hey, man, I
we
know
got
you
bills to
make-
pay. We got
Yeah.
bills to pay. But,
It's millions of
but we
dollars.
want to partner with them too. We had
Yeah.
we had a big agency hit us up and we sent them an email back and we said, hey, whatever you got, we'll work together. So we do there, especially Chicano artists, but Latino as a whole. It's not just Chicano music. We're going Latino as a whole, reggaeton, whatever it might be, banda, whatever.
Right, no, yeah.
So all that. So
It's
we want to build it underneath them. Tejano music. That's something that needs to be spread out, right? So we want to build it all up, and so there's no fee at all. Just sign the documentation saying that we can show it, and then we'll put it on our rotation.
That's tight.
Yeah.
What's the social handle?
Chicano Hollywood Musica.
Chicano Hollywood
Hollywood
Musica.
Musica.
You
On
put
what
the
platform?
Put the at
On
thing.
all platforms.
On all
Yeah.
platforms.
But Albert. So my question to you, Albert,
He still can't decide what to call you. Just say, hey, man.
what are you breaking back there?
I got nervous.
Great, our desk is breaking. Albert's breaking.
Hey,
our desk.
it's a musica. Can you make sure you spell it for our Beverly Hills
I'm gonna put it up
listeners? Okay.
I'll put it up there.
Yeah, we're going to put it on the
Everybody in
screen.
Beverly Hills.
It's music with an A.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Music. But
Spanish 101.
because I do want to get into the app and the Chicano Hollywood and why it's. But he recruited you, but you being in BuzzFeed and all these other Me Too, BuzzFeed, and you created. Now you're with. I believe I'm able to say it, Cinema Giants.
Oh yeah, I'm working with Cinema Giants.
Okay, yeah.
He said, I believe I'm able to say
I just say this.
it. It just rolled off your tongue. I guess you can.
Yeah, Jesse Toro, Cinema
Jesse
Giants.
Toro. That's
yeah,
it.
doing
Jesse
some
Toro. I was
branded-
gonna say.
doing
So,
some branded stuff with them. Yeah.
For you, the way I look at it, because to me, if somebody was watching this right now, and knowing what you've done and been involved in, to be able to say, look, you know what, I'm going to jump in this. I mean, what is it that you see in Chicano Hollywood?
Oh boy, that's dope. I think we're gonna build the platform that Me Too. I love Me Too. We're still working Me Too. Thank you for the branded opportunities. Commercials, we do Me Too. But I think there's a lot of missed opportunity with Me Too, and I think there's a lot of missed opportunity with BuzzFeed and Pero Like, and that is to represent more of a Chicano audience, and it's a huge demographic that's being underserved. So I think we could be that platform.
Nice.
So for all the Jay Valentinos, the Concretes, the Mexican Ways, the JR and the Crews, it's like there's so much talent, right? If we put it all together and get smart about it and build it where it's like we're making social money, we're making branded money, and we're making long form money.
Nice.
More traditional platforms like TV and film, branded projects with different branded deals, seasonal stuff. And then social, making your social money from social ad revenue on the platforms that are paying the most. And ideally you're building that engine, and that's what we want to do. Like we're all benefiting from it. It's from our voice authentically. So it's incredible potential. It's like we could own the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense of like the Latino American experience is majority Chicano POV. In the West Coast compared to East Coast, that's more Puerto Rican, Dominican. That's more John Leguizamos, and
It's a different vibe, yeah.
different vibe, which is dope,
absolutely.
but it's different, right? And I think most people, big companies, didn't understand that. That was the challenge at Me Too, where it's like we had to represent all Latinos. So when we put out content, it's like, well, this isn't really Puerto Rican, and I'm just like, well, we're not Puerto Rican, like maybe we should just post more Puerto Rican stuff if you want to hit that audience. But what worked was the Mexican American stuff.
Nice, yeah.
So we have the opportunity to lean into that and really build our community. Like, we want to do stuff that is successful and makes money, but our heart is like we love people, we love building community. We think this is God's work, like we could build each other up, we could live out our dreams and build better communities. And a lot of our projects, we want it to have like dope entertainment value, and it moves and it works, but it has to have enrichment. It has to have like, what are you saying, and obviously it varies from like social videos that are quick, like popcorn content, and then like more long form, like a movie that you crafted over many years. That's like this slow roasted meat falling off the bone experience. It's not the Hot Pockets, but we got to make all of it, right? Like the social engines, you need the quick stuff, but you want to give it some enrichment, right? Like you don't want empty calories. That's what I learned about making so much content. You don't want to be, you don't want to be just making McDonald's French fries, right? Like you want to be making maybe Chipotle. It has a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? It's mass produced. It still has some authenticity to it.
Yeah.
It's doing well financially. Well, actually, I don't know how it is.
It's still good. I like it.
No, but I love the fact, because a lot of people ask us too. They watch our show and they ask us, about our format and the things that we do. And honestly, you have to learn to pick people's brains that are doing big things. And I've literally picked. This is the guy I picked. I pick his brain. I've sat down with this guy,
I'm
pick
glad
his
it's
brain.
just his brain.
And so, people, if you want, bombard his DMs.
Yeah, you guys are giving me way too much credit, man. I'm not that.
No, well,
I'm not that
Well, I'm
great.
going to give you another credit right now because I love your analogies. Like, you just kept
Wasn't
spinning
it
one
good?
after another after another. I was like, that's a great, because for me,
Yeah.
I have to visualize.
Yes.
Like, when somebody's talking about something that I don't understand, I
Yeah.
have to pull something that relates
Yes.
to me.
Yeah.
And you totally hit it. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's about coming together
Same.
and doing what you said. Dude, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why
Yeah,
we
thank
were
you.
Johnny. But we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're definitely going to jump into the app. We got to find out. That's why we're here, is because we have a new app. We have the Chicano Hollywood app.
Yeah, we do.
That everyone needs to download, get on the platform. So when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the app. And maybe we'll do like behind the
dance?
scenes,
Uh,
more
cheer-
information about how it came about,
cheerleading?
because
Okay,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
really good stuff.
Cool.
But we'll be right back.
3 segments already.
Oh, that's good.
This is our last segment?
Hold up.
Oh.
Let me show you how to do this, dog.
I was just warming them up for you, player.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Don't know why, but I love you, I do. Yeah. 'Cause I like the way you love me. Oh, girl.
All right, we're back, man. We're back from Momo
We're
eating
back.
her pizza in the
Thank
break.
you guys. Thank you guys for giving me that time, that one-on-one time with my pizza.
All types of weird noises were coming from that corner.
If you see some food in between my teeth, mind your business.
He's like, that was the chair.
I think I'm lactose now.
Oh my God.
How about them apples?
Well, we gotta talk about the app. There is something new. I mean, you started Chicano Hollywood because you seen something. You were on a set with horchata with milk, and then you seen how all the Chicanos were coming together and stuff. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people know your story. Just now, let's just get into the app because you created an app that has taken a long time and a
Very
lot
long
of
time, yeah.
And no, because and headache and stuff, because people don't understand. And the reason why we talked about certain things from the beginning to now, because I like to let people know the journey, because some people feel like, you just stepped into the scene, because they're seeing you now.
Yeah.
They see him now. Certain people, they just stepped in. They don't even know the stuff that you guys went through and where you were at a certain place comfortable, and then God just takes you out and puts you somewhere else and makes you uncomfortable.
Very
and stuff.
uncomfortable.
And especially because you were preaching against it.
I know. Yeah.
But the app, man, let's talk about that.
So
app.
yeah. So part of the whole vision for Chicano Hollywood was we're creating an ecosystem, an economic ecosystem, entertainment ecosystem, so that we basically we don't need anyone's permission to do content.
That's right.
That was one of the problems I saw, is that me and us, other producers, we're all competing for that same slot. ABC has one slot, CBS has one slot, Hulu might have 3 or 4, Netflix has a handful, right? But we're all competing. And when they canceled Cristela, I remember they canceled that show, which is my family loved that show, and they didn't replace it for another Latino one. And they did. I think they put in Dr. Ken or something else, right? And it's like, what the heck's going on? We're 60 million Latinos, 40 to 50 million Chicanos, right?
Right.
What is going on here? So, and then all of us producers, we're thinking, okay, we got this great idea, we got this idea. No one's green lighting us because our voice was not the voice they were looking for. No disrespect to other voices, but they had this idea. They had this Latinx progressive type of voice, and that's what they like. It's cool.
Right,
That's
right.
their thing, right? I respect it. They go for it. Our voice is a Chicano voice. It's way different. And so none of our stuff got green lit.
Yeah.
So here we're all thinking we're in this game, but we weren't. So as we're building Chicano Hollywood, and I'm seeing the talent, I'm seeing the creativity, the skills that our community had, I'm like, man, what the heck? What's next? What could we do? So it just came up. Let's just build our own Netflix. Let's just do it. And
Heck yeah.
I got some partners together, and we put the funding in, and we just made it happen. So I remember at the Christmas party we had last year, I announced that this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and I told him, I said, now you guys can produce stuff, and you could say to your investors that you do have a streaming app that's going to give you distribution.
Yeah.
So I'm making it so that our creators, you know, and when I say Chicano Hollywood, that's not just Mexican American, that's Chicano culture. And you know, Salvadoran, Guatemalan, lo que sea. You know, I always say Snoop Dogg is Chicano, right? He's, you know, he wears Pendletons, he likes lowriders, and he eats street food, right?
Oh, he loves hanging out with us.
Yeah. So we, you know, it's Chicano culture. So we create this opportunity so that our people can have more of a gateway to get in. Now, I think Brandon Maxwell from the Daily Chela, he has this quote that I put on our information, where he says, "I would rather build my own castle than knock at the gate of someone else's that won't let me in." And like that's what we're doing. We're just going to build our own. So we don't need to be greenlit by anybody. We greenlit ourselves. Now, there's no doubt it takes funding. That's a given. It takes funding. And we have to create that ecosystem within the Chicano community nationwide. We have about 1.8 trillion buying power. We are the most ticket buyers, right? We're the most streaming hours. There's a report that came out the other day. Ana Cristiana Romana, she did a report from UCLA, and it shows again diversity and how we're lack of representation. The Mexican American Film Festival, MASEF, they dug deeper, and which was like, ouch, this really hurts. They said, okay, you're saying that the Latinos have minimal representation, but out of those Latinos, it went even less to Chicanos. So we're on freaking nothing. Yeah, we're on nothing. This fool came out, and we all loved it. We was just like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
We have friends. I mean, Fabian
my dad was like, oh, that shit's funny. Like,
Yeah.
my mom used to do that to me.
Yeah, exactly. It was so
Cholo's
relatable
try.
to us. So I celebrate Hulu for green lighting that, right? And so we were like, okay, so there's one of us, right? There's our show. All the other stuff we don't connect to, they get canceled. So we're like, let's just launch our own. So now we have it. It's
That's
been
wonderful.
a long journey. A couple days ago, we had an event, and we just did our private launch. I still want to do a bigger one, but it was just for those that have content on. They're part of the team and stuff like that. So it was a little private event, and we just launched it. You know, so right now, if you go to your Roku or your Apple, your iPhone, or any of your app stores, and put in Chicano Hollywood, one word or two words, it depends on the app store, and download the app. And I'm asking people, just freaking watch it. Put it on your TV. Put the volume down and let the commercials run, you know?
Yeah.
When I saw about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I saw, I had on my TV, and I saw a Burger King ad drop. And I was like, oh my gosh. I got the phone out, and
I did too. I was checking it out. I was like, hey, we got Burger King on there?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Burger King. We have Spectrum. We had Lexus. We had, I think it was Wrangler.
great.
So these brands are now being, with the algorithm, with the companies we're using, they're now being pulled in. And when they check the boxes of what kind of market they want, they put on their Hispanic market, right? So they want our money. They want our money. So what does that do for us as a whole, as a community? We generate the income, we create a film fund, we greenlight ourselves, and we're making movies, content, and we're putting food on people's table.
great.
That's awesome.
But
man.
it has to be a joint effort. Now, I'm also talking to venture capitalists, investors, people that want to come alongside. So we are pitching that as well. But honestly, I would rather if we could just do it from a grassroots movement. We do it our own, it'd be a lot better for us. But at the same time, you know, if someone wants to play, we're down with their money, and we create content, and it makes it a win-win for everybody, you know?
No, but I love it because at the end of the day, it's like there's no more excuse now. I mean, because you're right. It's like we have to shop around, and it's hard for us to get the investors and stuff because we don't have a platform and stuff. So now it's like but at the same time, I know we don't want to just put stuff up there that's
right
cheesy.
now I'm taking baby videos. I'm taking whatever, man.
Get it in now, guys.
Right now. The bar is low. Right
Albert's like this. No.
Maybe not baby.
No, but you know your stuff. I believe your stuff still has to be great quality.
It has to be good. You know, this is one thing too. I was telling the story the other day. I had a young man send me a video, and he goes, "Hey, can I put my short on here? Can I submit my short?" And I saw his picture on you know how Google gives your profile and all that. A young kid, and I saw the short, about 17 minutes, and it's about a man that lost his dog. Right, cool story. Very, very new filmmaker. Right, and I saw that, and it's like, of course, would Netflix pick that up? No. Would Amazon? No, none of them will. But what attracted me to it was this young Latino kid that submitted it to me, and we know the work it takes to produce stuff. We all know it.
Yeah.
Cameras and sound and all that. And I'm like, dude, yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to have a genre that says short films or even directors to watch, So this young kid that directed this, I want him to say, shoot, my short film is not on YouTube, but it's on an actual streaming platform because it will build him up as a storyteller.
Right.
So I hit him back, dude, sign this contract, blah, 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 send it back to me, and let's do it.
That's awesome.
And it's about building people up. So, yes, I will always have a genre, watch this new director, something like that, for new people that just want to submit. Now, it can't be crappy. I mean, it's got to be
that's
some
not that
effort,
that quality.
And we're going to have some quality stuff.
And we're going to have a lot of
fire
quality stuff
coming.
That's cool, man. And we even have your episode.
Of what?
It's launching. I mean, you got NFT, the cartoon.
Oh, yes. I'm doing an animated series called House of Chico. And yes, that's launching soon. It's with Mark Consuelos as a narrator, EP, Mexican Ways, Super Ego, Laura De Lorenzo, just different influencers that are, Latinos, Latinas, and it's going to be dope. Yeah, so we're dropping it as a miniseries. It's an NFT animated series. And yeah, we'll definitely could talk more about that.
Nice.
But yeah, we're gonna have all types of different content. We have documentaries, we have some scripted stuff, some unscripted stuff, and it's slowly building. Obviously, with more money, we move faster. But this is where we're locking arms with people. It's like if you're a dope filmmaker, if you have stuff that you've been building, and you've been bit by that bug that you have to make stuff, and it's like you're investing, and it's like consumed your life. Join the party.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and you're even putting podcasts up there.
Yes. So that's
podcasts.
So we have feature films, we have documentaries. So right now, some great movies on there now. You got Kilroy, you have OD, you have Shadowboxer.
Yes. You have Crave soon.
Crave, I'm waiting for Crave.
Yes.
We got another movie that. Yeah,
The honor here.
We have a lot of great short films from Joe Chacon, from Gio Perez, Echoes World. So we have a lot of great content. We have podcasts. We have documentaries. We did a documentary called Parents on a Mission about parents in prison and so on.
Who are incarcerated.
So, incarcerated.
Is JR and the crew going to be on there?
I've been waiting. I have the files, but
somebody delivers the files.
I gotta deliver the thumbnails, guys.
So we do have.
And it's a matter of.
We need a thumbnail intern. A thumbnail intern.
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
We also have audiobooks.
Oh,
We
wow.
have audiobooks.
Nice.
So we have it all. The first audiobook I loaded up yesterday. Someone people don't know this, but I don't think you will know. You might. Chippendales, right? Yeah, you might
know. I worked there.
Yeah. So
I don't really know them, but I know them.
no, but people don't know this about Chippendales, right? That was started by Steve Banerjee, a guy from India.
Yep.
But when he came here in the 70s, he met a Mexican girl. They had a baby. And that baby, they went to Mexico, lived in Sonora, and that baby's name's Jesse. Jesse's a Chicano guy. He's lived back and forth, knew his dad very well. He had a great relationship with his dad. And the story that's out there now is that Steve Banerjee, killed someone and committed suicide and blah, blah, blah. Steve's like, heck no, that didn't happen. I knew my dad. He was 23 years old when his dad passed away. He's like, I know my dad. I know the true story. So right now we're putting together, he wrote a book, and it's an audio book, so it's going to be loaded up on the platform. Plus, we're putting together a true crime podcast on that as well.
Oh,
and he's going to detail all the dirt. I mean, he has documentations, and there's some great. He sent me a text yesterday saying I don't know if I'll say this out loud a bit or not. See, he said some really cool legal stuff that's happening right now. So, people don't know the heir of Chippendales is a Chicano. So there's a lot of other stories like that.
Well, Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe, she's a Mexican.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes.
She was born in Mexico.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. That's right. We everywhere.
Did she
What
speak
was her real
Spanish?
last name?
Yeah, she's Spanish. From what I heard,
Maria?
Spanish.
Maria
Monroe. But yeah, so that's why it's like our stories are out there. I always tell people we were here first. Why are we last?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. We were here first,
Sometimes they try to hide us. That's why.
Yeah, I mean,
we helped with.
We're
put
used
us
to
in the
being
mix.
there. I grew up cleaning houses with my mom, right? I'm used to being in the background, right? Not in the forefront.
Now, this is unusual for you, even right here.
This is like I'm not. That's why people were like, "Oh, so many views." I don't recognize the face. I'm not in front of the camera guy. I'm more
behind.
Oh,
the
that's
camera
why
guy.
you told me.
No, he's a content creator. He's a content.
He's like, you may not recognize the face. I was like, I don't recognize the voice either, but.
Damn. Spicy.
It's a pizza. But we have a lot going on. So tell everyone that's listening, download the app, Chicano Hollywood, and then also tell your friends and family. We need that thing to be up to 10,000 downloads by the end of December. We hit that number.
I think we can do it.
Yeah.
We hit that number. I mean, it's on. Brands are running to us.
I was just like listening to you guys and talking about the platform. Like in my mind, I'm thinking all the artists that we've had on our show that have sang here, that are looking to get their music out there that already have videos, like good quality videos. We need to call them up.
No, we definitely do.
I think a lot of them have. I think a lot of them know about Chicano Hollywood.
Yeah, they know about Chicano Hollywood, but they don't. I still think they don't know
what's
to
what's
do,
happening.
what's happening, what to do,
right.
and that's what we got to do. We're gonna get the word out. We're gonna let people know, especially a lot
How
of
easy
Chicano.
it is. How easy it
Yes.
is. Like you had said, all they have to do is just upload their information.
Yes, because she's having the
Yeah.
Chicano Hollywood Musica is on the app as well, so you'll be able to see.
Yes, so we have the first
me.
couple we have the first couple episodes of Challenge 2.0 already on the app. So that's something that artists can already see. They can hit us up about being in future seasons. I think the biggest thing right now is that Chicano Hollywood can sometimes be hard to grasp what all we're trying to do,
Right.
but the biggest thing that I want people to know is you can trust us. We are on your side. We're just all
You're not
on the
looking
same
to
page.
exploit any artists or
No,
No.
not at all.
actors
No.
or
We're building for them,
producers. Absolutely.
And that, what? We also have master classes. We
Yes.
shot 20
Wow.
master classes.
to teach the community.
Yeah, that's what it's about. They're not
Education.
there's,
That's great.
There's so many people that were like us, right? When we were kids, Hollywood was like, I don't know anything about that stuff, right? And I know that there's celebrity master classes, but that little Chicano in Houston is not going to learn from Oprah or from Spielberg.
Correct.
But that little Chicano in Houston or that Chicano in San Jose, they're going to learn from Fabian Elamar's story, who talks about when he was a gang member in Echo Park, and now he's on the set of Hot Cheetos. Now he's in this pool on Hulu. So they hear his story, and they're like, man, I want to. He could do it, I could do it.
That's right.
So we all taught classes. Alberto taught a class about how to make a viral video. I taught a class about how to produce and how to write, stuff like that. So Echo's World taught classes. So it's a from us to us type of thing, so that we can get the young ones or even the older ones that have always had a dream but they didn't know how to do it.
Right.
Now they still want to do it. We're like, okay, we have Chicano Hollywood Masterclasses. You can go to our website, ChicanoHollywood.com. You can hit Masterclasses and you can sign up. But we're going to have 20 classes up by the end of the week, and they're all great. We have
Wow.
Reverie teaching how to be a independent underground artist.
Oh, nice.
The Reverie.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good. So our network our familia is freaking awesome.
That's great.
We're locking arms and we're growing together. That's the best.
That's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
It's about, guys. Yes, it's Chicano Hollywood, but it's time to be a part of the family. Then.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The community, the family. So I know we've been saying it all day, but where can they find Chicano Hollywood?
I'm right here, right now. Jerry Carter Crew.
On Instagram,
Facebook,
TikTok.
TikTok, and soon to be Snapchat. We're talking to Snapchat
Yes.
about some things.
Oh, shoot. Cool, man.
Yeah. So we got a lot of conversations going on. So we want to build our community up. So to me, it's like if we don't do it, they're not going to do it for us.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have to do it ourselves. So we're here. That's what we're here to do. So we're going to be making, and we have great content on there now. Our original content is going to be the stuff that we make. It's going to be our stories and our voice with our faces.
Nice.
Wow,
And
that's
that's
great.
why we're gonna create A-listers. We're gonna take stories and we're gonna make people, blow up, from directors to producers to actors. That's what our goal is. We have 40 to 50 million Chicanos in this nation. Why are we last?
Woo.
We
Right.
need to take our place. I'm not
Right.
knocking anyone else out. We're just gonna get to our place in line. That's all. We
Yeah.
were here first. So that's Chicano Hollywood.
Yeah, I love it, man.
And we've talked about it before too. Latinos supporting Latinos. It's not real. It doesn't happen, but it needs to happen.
Yeah.
And the
Now.
conversation starts right now.
Yeah.
Happen now, man.
absolutely.
Hey, don't have that pie mentality. There's room for everybody, man. There's room for everybody. No need to have that pie mentality, crab mentality.
And
or
it's a
anything like that.
global market because
Yeah.
of the internet. And
Yeah.
we're teaching people how to build it yourself, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like, hey, it's only our thing. It's like we're very open with information, as you can tell. Anything
Right.
you want to know, it's like we're open to share because
Yeah.
we want to see people succeed.
Exactly.
And build a community together and help that generation next,
That's awesome, man.
Very nice.
So, guys, any last words? We've got to get going.
You
'cause
mentioned
Jimmy.
pie, like pumpkin
Min-
pie.
Yeah. Oh my God, this guy's hungry now. Gosh, darn it. Go have the
Pizza pie. We got
pie.
pizza
pizza pie
pie.
mentality, you guys.
No, just thank you, JR. JR, everyone needs to know JR is a big part of what we're doing with Chicano Hollywood. He's a partner. He's a face for this thing. I use him a lot for a lot of stuff. So his audience needs to know he is Chicano Hollywood right there. It's an ugly
thank
face,
you.
but that's the face. Right
I'm trying to get it pretty right now, guys. Sorry, man. Monica tells me I'm ugly, so I gotta get it. But hey, thank you guys so much, man. We're gonna definitely be promoting it not almost on all our episodes. We're gonna push the app because we're gonna be on the app. So
Yep.
eventually, hopefully, well, maybe hey, might as well once we get on the app, we'll take it off YouTube, and that's where you want to see it.
That's
You
where it
download the
needs to
Chicano
be.
Hollywood app.
We won't cancel you because if you get all nasty, I'm gonna have to.
But
Hey, I've been very good tonight.
yes. Can we talk about Jesus?
I just realized that I just need to keep my mouth shut so we don't get censored, we don't get flagged. But I should leave with an F-bomb, huh?
And with that,
And with that, guys, hey, man, we'll see you guys. We're out next week. We're out.
right, God bless JR and the crew.
Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. But look, just a couple more things, all right? So stay put. Like, share, and subscribe. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts. Like, share, and subscribe. We're going to continue to bring you the best artists, the people, the upcoming artists, and do our best to make sure that you guys are entertained. But it's only going to help if you help us. Help us help you. No, but hey, remember, man, the best promotion is always word of mouth. And thank you guys for your support. We really appreciate it.